I never thought I would ever be posting a Q&A about my music, but I have like a small audience now, so why not? Hi, I'm Brandon from A New Cut, and I just wanted to make this video to explain some things about the Everyman Hybrid song series that I'm doing now that we're halfway through it. Like I said, I never really expected anybody beyond my circle to care about my music. So now that people are coming in and finding my music and really enjoying it and wanting to stick around, I figured I would answer your burning questions. Starting with, once I finish the Everyman Hybrid series, am I going to do Marble Hornets? Now, for those who don't know and they just found me and stuck around because they like the songs, they're not invested in the series part of it. Everyman Hybrid was a YouTube horror series back in the day. I think 2009 to 2018, 2010 to 2018, something. It was a while. And it was during when Slender Man was a big deal. And it was this huge ARG that just pulled crazy numbers and garnered a lot of attention and a huge fan base. And I've been a fan of it for a long time. I truly think that it is a modern masterpiece. Each song in the series is from the perspective of another character. But once I finish with this series, I am not going to be doing one for Marble Hornets. At least not right away. Maybe way later. No, I don't think I would do Marble Hornets right away just because it is so similar to Everyman Hybrid. Like, yes, very different. But at the end of the day, it's another Slender Man series. They kind of get intertwined a lot when it comes to the fandoms. And I just don't want to pigeonhole myself like that. I recently got called the Everyman Hybrid Band. On one hand, that's really cool that I'm like recognized in that space. But on the other hand, I don't just want to be that. And that goes into question 2. Am I just going to be making creepypasta songs? No, I do primarily want to stay in this horror space I've kind of found myself in, like with the 2 Everyman Hybrid songs I have put out. I did a feature with AM Fall. My verse is kind of supposed to be from the perspective of a vengeful spirit who comes back from the grave and seeks vengeance on someone. So like I do fit really well in horror. I actually forgot to mention this in a podcast episode I did with my buddy over at Rainfalls Red, where we were talking about influences, but a big one I have is Rob Zombie. I have loved Rob Zombie ever since I was a wee lad. And so it makes sense for me to stay in that realm, but I'm not just going to do creepypasta music. With that though, I do have an idea for another series. It is horror related, but it is not a creepypasta. Right now, I'm working on a cover of a song that is not specifically horror related. Like, it is about a very horrific thing, but like real life horrific. If you follow my Twitter, you will have seen the schedule of songs that I said I would like to release this year. That is definitely not getting finished. It is already August. But I have that cover that I'm gonna do, and then I have another song called Grace. I wrote it for my wife, and it is not at all specifically horror related. Question number 3. This one is primarily for the Everyman Hybrid fans that listen to my music, and I'm sorry if the answer is controversial. Am I going to make a song for Steph or Damsel or Can You See the Words? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I debated for a long time, if I should. Don't get me wrong. She is just as vital as the 3 guys are. I just personally don't relate to her as much. I think a big part of that is most of Steph's character and most of her backstory and most of her lore comes from when she was on Tumblr, less so than when she was in the series itself. By the time I got into Everyman Hybrid, I was completely off of Tumblr. Like, I was never a Tumblr guy. So a lot of her as a character, I completely missed out on. I got, like, the gist of who she is from the Nightmind breakdown videos, but that wasn't enough for me to really latch onto her character. I'm not completely writing it off, like she might get a song later, kind of like DLC to the series, but as of right now, in the lineup of 4 songs that I have planned, she is not one of them. The 4th song is actually going to be from the perspective of Slenderman himself. Whatever. There's just something about the ultimate puppet master that for who knows how long has just had its grip on this group of people, and it is slowly starting to lose it. I think could just be a really cool song. But I think that's all I have for right now. If there are any further questions that I haven't answered that you would like an answer to, drop a comment. You can find me basically everywhere. My music is streaming on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer. I didn't know that would. I never knew that was a thing, but my music is there. Go ahead, like, follow, subscribe, whatever, so that you can stay up to date with what I'm doing. And I will see you guys in the next one.